Welcome back to Speducation. I'm your host, Brandon Reed, and as always, if this is your first time to the channel, a special welcome to you. Well, we have a new week and we have a new lesson. What have we been talking about? Well, we've actually been looking at the different types of case conferences. So, without further ado, let's take a look at the case conference that we're going to be learning about today. Today's lesson, types of case conferences, move-in conference. So we've already talked about initial case conferences, we've talked about reevaluation conferences, and even revision conferences. But what happens if you move from one school to another school? Does your IEP follow? Well, actually it does. And when you move into that school, there's certain procedures that have to be followed, and one of them is conducting a move-in conference. So what is a move-in conference? The move-in conference is a conference in which the enrolling student's IEP is updated to ensure that all necessary services provided by that school match the student's needs. During this conference, the CCC, or Case Conference Committee, will review students' existing data, review students' behavioral plan if the student has one, review accommodations and ensure that they are still relevant, ensure that IEP goals conform to students' needs and district expectations, and document the Case Conference Committee decisions. Now, there are certain requirements that go along with move-in conference. One of them is that when a student enrolls in a new school, the school has 10 days to complete that move-in conference. And if the student is a student of transition age, then they also have to complete a transition assessment in addition to getting all the other necessary information. Now, we've talked a lot about all the different types of conferences, but we haven't talked about the main one yet, the annual case conference. What exactly takes place during that? Well, that's actually what we're going to be talking about in next week's video. So, if you liked what you saw, you learned something new, or you're new to the channel, please click that like button. And if you want updates on future videos, feel free to click the subscribe button and ring the bell for updates on future videos. And as always, if you have questions or comments, or there's a particular subject in special education that you would like me to cover, please, by all means, drop a line in the comments section. And until next time, class dismissed.